Slightly Bunker Show. Slightly Bunker Show.
Yeah, and my next step is then painting the floor tiles. We keep these tiles, the terracotta tiles, because they are anti-slip, so we keep them. And this weekend I'm attacking the floor. I deliberately went not with replacing the floor. We took all the tiles off the walls and everything like that. But because we are keeping here the anti-slip tiles, the terracotta anti-slip tiles, I did not want to take the green tiles off. We would have never gotten it flush. We would have never we would have taken everything out. Like, this is a new toilet we only put in not too long ago. So I just decided just to paint it. I will paint it white and there will be a stencil on it. And I've done my homework already. I read the instructions this morning on how to use this. That is Tigy paint again. Perfect paint for bathrooms, I'd say. It's called Tigy, and you have to mix it. It's like a 2-component paint, so you have to mix the hardener in as well. Obviously you don't want it to chip or come off or something like that, so you want a good paint for painting tiles so that it's not coming off or anything. Yeah. So that will be a very smelly action there now today. So I will have to open the windows. Here I have my cups to mix everything because it needs to be mixed in a special ratio. And yeah, I have to clean it thoroughly. I just see, because we showered yesterday, there's a little bit of a stain. So I need to clean this, it needs to dry. I need to use a special deep cleaner, which I have already as well. It's a bit more aggressive. It's not white spirit, but it's in that region, so to say. And then they recommend as well that you ever so slightly sand the tiles. Now, yeah, that's something I need to look into a little bit more. They have a slight, they are not pure gloss, and they have a little bit of a pattern. So there is already a little bit of, how should I say, it's already a little bit rough, but at the same time, out of experience, if you don't follow the instructions to a T, something will go wrong. So I better sand that as well, and it needs to thoroughly dry through. So when you're painting floors, make sure everything is dry. The tile might be dry, but the grout might not be. So they recommend 24 hours, so that means I only paint tomorrow on a Sunday. I don't want to do that. So I'll make sure that the room is well ventilated, and yeah. That's what I'm doing now, washing the floor and cleaning it very thoroughly. I don't think I need to show you that on camera. Okay, so I have still not started painting the floor because this door is scraping over the tiles. So there is one tile, this one here, that is slightly raised. So the door is always catching it, so we have to sand that down there now. We try to chisel it away and avoid taking the door fully off, but we have to do it. There's no point painting the tiles if as soon as somebody opens the door they're scraping the new paint off already again. It's the little things, the little follow-on jobs nobody sees. So here we go. This is my paint. That's a Tigy from Tigy in white, and I have the hardener. I read all my instructions what I have to do. So this has to be mixed 5-to-1. I got from my local paint shop, that's the Paint Shack in Athlone. I got this very, very handy mixing bucket. You can see here all the different measurements. It has 3-to-1, 4-to-1, 5-to-1. They're all the different measurements that you need. So I need 5-to-1. I hope you can see that here, right? And then you have here, let's go in front of the white, you have here the A on the bottom, and there goes a zigzag up to the B. So I have to fill the 5 up to the A line, and then the hardener to the B line, stir it all thoroughly, and then I put it into my tray. So I have here my brush for the corners. I haven't taped everything. I'm hoping for Usually I have a very steady hand and it saves me a bit of time, and I hope that's not a mistake. And I have here my paint roller, very handy. That's the small one, and it is very fine fiber. So I have this paint roller here, and let's make a start.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out.
So it's very smelly. I have one person that asked me in the house. I bent them from the house until it has a little bit eased off the smell. So good. That's it for today. Second coat goes on tomorrow. Almost there. It needs a second coat of white, and then I can start the stenciling. Second coat is on. Just checking for any imperfections, but I think we're good. Floor is dry and everything is prepared now. The floor is cleaned and dusted again as well for my stencil. Can't wait.
But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy.
Okay, that's what we did so far. We had some bleeding here that we had to fix. So we cut out a little, this one here, out of plastic. And we then went around the edges and cleaned it off with a wet wipe to have it pristine. But going forward, this is not the solution, because we ended up painting in 10 minutes and cleaning for 3 hours. So I'm trying something else now. In this corner here, I will paint the stencil with this and then hand paint the corner here. I will hand paint it with a tiny little brush. Let's see how that will work out. I put this down now with a little marker, and now I try to do this freehand with this tiny little brush. So let's see how that works out. Okay, it needs a second coat, but comparing to this, not so bad for a tricky corner.
It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you could take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is always
Wish me luck. Let's see how this experiment has turned out. Okay. Not too bad. Obviously it needs a second coat. It's a bit faster. I need to think about this if I want to go with that. A second coat. Perfect from afar. Another weekend. The progress so far. As you can see here, we have all the tiles painted now. I have to do some touch-ups on how to reach places, or some red is a bit faint. We have put up a new wash basin, put up a new sink and a tap, soft closing. We put skirting boards on and painted them white. I used outdoor exterior wood paint for that.
I never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do.
Bye. I hope you like that. Like and subscribe and hit that bell button.